What's up guys, Dr. Stirrett here. We are heading into the grocery store today to take a look at the best things to grab if you are currently on semaglutide to lose weight. This store is actually Fred Meyer, so it's just a general grocery store. The biggest question I have with my weight loss clients is simply what to eat. So today we're gonna be trying to answer that question. Let's go. What we're gonna do here is just do a walk through produce, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna put in my cart in terms of foods that I like to eat or have my patients eat for a healthy diet on semaglutide to actively be losing weight. So let's check it out. All right, so we got potatoes here, tomatoes, we'll skip over those. Avocados are a good choice, garlic's okay. Typically we're always going organic, but I really like our sweet potatoes. The deal here is that sweet potatoes are an excellent source of carbohydrate. When you eat them, they're not going to spike your blood sugar up too much, and that spike won't be as sharp, so it won't be as harmful for your insulin levels. The other cool thing about these is you can cook them a variety of ways. You cook them like French fries. Don't deep fry them, but you can saute them in a pan. You can bake them. All right, let's talk for a second. So a lot of times people with weight loss and on the weight loss journey get hung up with fruit. So I really want to make this as simple as possible. When you're eating food on semaglutide, fruit is okay, but you have to watch out for a few things. One is you don't want to be consuming way too much fruit throughout the day. You really want to be limiting your fruit production, limiting your fruit consumption. But the issue is that a lot of people have when it comes to fruit is either eating the wrong kind of fruit. So for instance, here we are here in the apple area. Apples are fine. The problem being that apples cause massive constipation in people, and semaglutide, what it does is it slows the digestive tract down. So if you can imagine, if your digestive tract is being slowed down by the medication and you start throwing a bunch of apples in there, then unlike on other diets, this is going to become a huge problem. Other fruit that will do the exact same thing is going to be bananas. I meet a lot of people that say, oh, I love eating apples throughout the day to keep me for a snack. I love eating bananas. What's happening is these are super carb, sugar heavy options that really just convert down to sugar pretty quickly and also constipate. So I don't recommend eating bananas on this diet, and up to 1 apple a day can be just fine. Cauliflower and broccoli, those are just fine. Leafy greens, all this is fine. Fine, 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 fine. These here are gonna be a no-no. Zucchinis, good. Cucumbers, good. Asparagus, awesome. Bok choy, cabbage, awesome. Careful with the cabbage, don't eat too much of this, especially if it's giving you gas. So the moral of the story here in the vegetable and the produce department is most of these things are actually okay. You can eat them in somewhat of abundance and without worry. You just want to make sure that you're not having nightshade vegetables, which are just potatoes, tomatoes, eggplant. But otherwise, if you look at this wall, you can literally be eating almost all of these things. Let's keep going. We got a cheese wall over here. I'm walking right past it. I don't really think that any form of dairy, whether it's cow, sheep, goat, whatever, is not going to be helpful while you're on semaglutide. It's pro-inflammatory, it causes leaky gut, and in my experience, it really slows things down for people. Check this out. Everybody's vice here. Everybody I meet loves their wine, and they always ask, can I still drink? Can I still drink? Dr. Stirrett, what about just 1 glass a day? Surely that can't be bad for you. Well, the answer is it really depends on who you are. If this stays in your diet, you need to know it's being converted to sugar quickly, and it depends on how you're metabolizing the alcohol and how your enzymes personally and genetically work in your body. And what this can do is it can raise blood sugar up pretty quickly and then stop your weight loss in a hurry, even at 1 glass per day. I just recently had a weight loss client who was completely stalled out. She was eating extremely healthy diet, but she was having 1 to 2 glasses of white wine every single night, and she stopped that and immediately broke through her plateau. I am a huge fan of meat, but these are what you want to avoid. See these processed meats, deli meat, ham, salami, pretty much anything on a charcuterie tray is not going to be great for you. It's not going to help get that weight loss that you're looking for. Okay, let's jump into the rest of the meat section. This is probably my favorite area to dive into. On Semaglutide, my preferred protein source is animal proteins. Chicken, beef, fish, pork. I like to eat more red meat than anything. That may not be right for you, but certainly we're making sure that our chicken's free range, our beef is grass-fed. If you can't find those things, that's okay. I realize that not all of you have grocery stores that offer these options. So check this out. These are what our options are for steak today. All these options in here, all not grass-fed. These are all of our grass-fed options. So we have some pretty good. We got sirloins, we got strip steak, ribeyes. Yeah, they are going to be a little bit more expensive. If they didn't have these, sometimes I'll go for these. And then if they didn't have any of that in stock, I typically, for my family, will buy 3 packs of the strip steaks or ribeyes and throw those puppies on the grill. So in our case, we got this grass-fed ground beef packs. One of the things that I really like to do that I'm not seeing here today is purchase a whole chicken. I'm not actually seeing any free-range healthy chicken, actually. So we're going to skip over that. What about ground turkey? I have a little ground turkey here. I would say no more than a couple times a week. If this is something that's a staple in your house, I would either gear yourself back towards free-range chicken, organic chicken, but more specifically back towards ground beef and beef products. So here we go. We got the bread aisle. Everyone's a little bit different when it comes to their carbs, but what I tend to recommend for people that don't need to go gluten-free is Dave's Killer Bread. This is the power seed option. I like this best. If you are actively trying to lose weight, I would not recommend more than perhaps 1 to 2 slices of this per day. Let's keep going. All right, guys, look at olive oil. When you're on Semaglutide, you want to be thinking about your oils. I would only be going after olive oil or avocado oil. And my favorite here is going to be this one right here. So if you guys have this option in your store, this is my absolute favorite. The reason why is it is extra virgin, obviously, the way they source it. It's 100% from Greece off one island, one source olive oil. That's typically what I'm looking for. These fats, I don't have my patients track at all, and it tends to not be a big issue when it comes to weight loss. It's what I find is if you're tracking carbs and calories and fat, protein, you know, it gets overwhelming. So if you can dial in your protein, you can dial in your carbs, and you just forget about fat, then you're gonna be okay. Olive oil is a good call. I would skip the butter, skip the margarine, skip vegetable oils, you know, vegetable-oriented type butters. There's also some fake butters out there that you should watch out for. I'll show you. All right, when I'm talking about fake butters, I'm talking about stuff like this. The issue with these is that they're full of seed oils. If you decide to replace your butter with this product, it's going to be way less healthy for you. You might as well just get the real thing, grass-fed butter, unpasteurized, and stick with that. Now that's going to slow your weight loss down a little bit, but it's going to be a heck of a lot better for you than this. I endorse this product because what we've got here is it's 3 ingredients only. A lot of these oat milks, a lot of these almond milks, they have a lot of nasty ingredients and seed oils in them. This particular product is just water and oats, so and a little bit of a thickener in there. So it is a good product. There's no sugar added. It's organic. So if it's me and my family, that is pretty much the only thing that you're gonna see in our fridge. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, you know, it's pretty awkward walking through the grocery store with a camera. I'll tell you that. Makes you look like kind of a weirdo. All right, let's look at some other stuff that I'd consider buying. All right, here we are. We're looking at rice right now, so we're thinking carbs. And what I really like patients to do is keep their carbs complex. And so you're thinking brown rice, you're thinking quinoa. Let me show you a couple really good options here. I really like this basmati. Lundberg brand is really good. Brown rice. They also do a wild rice here. I'm a little bit more of a fan of this one. Then up here we have some quinoa. These are awesome. Basmati, light brown rice. These are okay. And yeah, so I would keep it here. Now look at that. That's a little expensive on the price if you're feeding the whole family. So you might want to be thinking like Costco, or buying a little bit more in bulk rather than just getting it at your neighborhood grocery store like I am right here. But in any sense, that will be a heck of a lot healthier using something like the brown rice or sweet potatoes as a carb. I want to show you a quick trap where people fall into when it comes to fake pasta, Bonza. Now, I've done another video on this where I said that I liked it. I'm not actually a huge fan of Bonza pasta when it comes to weight loss. Now, if you're not trying to lose weight, it could be a good option because there's really just chickpeas in here and some thickeners. So it's not a terrible product. The problem is if you're trying to lose weight, it has legumes in it. Legumes. People make fun of me in my other videos for saying it like that. But legumes, so chickpeas, beans, peanuts, these are things that really cause a little bit of inflammation. They're difficult to digest. Very difficult for people to lose weight eating a product like this on a regular basis. It might even be stalling your weight loss. Just say no. Just say no to the nightshades. Now remember, when it comes to nightshades, if some sneak into your diet, it's not the end of the world. But the more concentrated the product, the worse it's gonna be for you and your weight loss. So we've got Hunt's tomato paste right now. Almost nothing worse for you in the world, perhaps rather, other than a French fry, a deep fried nightshade. So I think the worst thing for you in the world is probably if this was deep fried, honestly. If you could somehow manage to deep fry this would probably be the most unhealthy thing for you on the planet. I got a lot of clients that are addicted to soda. My best solution for you, here I am in the soda aisle, is to consider drinking poppies. Try to limit yourself to one day. That's what my wife and I do. We kind of split one at dinner time. We'll even pour some out for the kids. But I'll show you what we're working with here. These poppies, they're okay for you. They likely at one a day or half a day will not disrupt your weight loss. Let's check these out. We got our Dr. Pepper knockoff here. That's pretty good. Root beer, Coca-Cola. That's one of my favorites. They got like their Sprite option. And then they get into some crazier flavors. Grape and watermelon and ginger lime, orange. This one's super good. Cherry. I actually do like cherry. Rosé. My wife loves this one. And then our strawberry lemon flavored. Obviously there's a lot of grocery store left to review here. So if you're enjoying this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to see more of, and I will absolutely come back here and shoot more. Go ahead and subscribe for more. And until next time, guys, take care.